Hello everyone. It's been 10 years since I opened this YouTube channel. The channel was created on the 26th of October 2014, if I remember correctly. And so now it's October 2024. So it's been 10 years. And first of all, I want to say thank you for to everyone. So I want to talk a little bit about the beginning of Fugit, specifically the first album, because everything started with this, with the release of this one. I don't remember exactly when it was released. I think in 2015. I'm looking if there's a release date here, but no, recorded between 2014 and 2015. So yeah, it was released I think on June, August. I don't remember. August 2015. But anyway, not important. So the inspiration behind this came after I read this book. Is in Italian, but there's the English version. Is a book about the fourth dimension, and basically all the inspiration about this album can be reassumed on the first track, Il viaggio nel tetraspazio, which translates to my journey or the journey through the tetraspace, through the fourth dimension. So it's a theme that I found fascinating at the time, and I still do. And basically everything is around that. Funny thing is this album and the second album, which is this one. Both of these were recorded in a professional studio, the same studio by the way. And funny enough, I'm not really happy with the outcome. In fact, after the second album, I stopped going to a professional studio to record my music. Usually people do the exact opposite. They start recording at home and then they make a quality jump and go to a recording studio. But to me, at least my experience, the music that came out from the recording studio was too sterile. I don't know if it makes sense to you. So I always liked better the recordings that I made at home, that I would later use as a track for the recording studio. So I just said, you know what, I'm gonna release what I'm recording at home. And I did for everything that came after the second album was recorded at home. And I will probably continue to do that because it's more intimate, and also this is one side of the story, and the other is that of course recording at home is cheaper because in the studio the more time you spend recording, the more you have to pay. And since I am the only member of Fugit, all the expenses, I have to cover all the expenses. Even on the first two albums I had a drummer that was kind enough to record the drums for me. But of course I had to pay for his time in the studio as well. I wasn't gonna make him pay for recording my music, so I pay for his time in the studio as well. It's going to be a really expensive endeavor, and therefore I thought, you know what, I'm gonna record everything at home and take my time, so I'm until I'm satisfied with the result, even if this will have an effect on the quality. But it's kind of black metal, or some kind of a subgenre of black metal, so the quality is not really important, isn't it? the atmosphere is what is more important to me. So, funny story about the first album. I had to record the guitars like 3 times because I wasn't satisfied with the sound. The first time I recorded in the studio. Then I re-recorded the guitar on another studio, which was basically a basement. And then I went back again in this studio and re-recorded the guitar for the 3rd time. And then I said, okay, let's keep the last recording, because I don't have any money anymore to pay for this. My favorite song is the first one. Funny enough, the first version of the first song was like half long. When I re-recorded the guitar, I added all the last part. So yeah, even though this is probably my last favorite album, on the internet, apparently, this is one of my most liked album. And this happens all the time with my music. There are a lot of songs that I did not want to include in my album. For example, on this one, I was this close to not include this song, Dysphoria, because I was unsure about it, but in the end I said, you know what, let's put it in the album anyway. It turns out that this is my most liked song of this album. And then it happened again on this one, on Bury Me Here. There's the song Decay, which is my most listened song of this album, and yet again this was the song that I didn't want to include. So as a rule now I include everything. every song I made, I'm gonna include it on the album, because I apparently have no idea what people like. I don't know what to say anymore. So thank you for listening, and I'm gonna release probably another album next year. I'm working on it right now. Yeah, that's it. There's not much to say.